Hey everybody, welcome back. It is patch 7.18, and as promised, this time we're going to be playing Tank Phoenix Udyr using Courage of the Colossus. This build excels in late game team fights. You can frontline for your team, spam bear stance in fights, and also, since the base damage of Phoenix is pretty good, you can still do good damage without any damage items. Unlike with Tiger Stance, where you would need at least one damage item in order to get kills. Since this build has so much max health, our turtle passive will heal for huge chunks of HP. If you've played the Titanic Tiger build, these builds are very similar in the way that you use them, but this Phoenix build is slightly tankier and better for frontlining in fights, while the Titanic Tiger build would be slightly better for split pushing quickly. For the past few days, I've been pretty much only playing this build in ranked, and I got promoted to Plat 4 using this build. We'll be starting level 1 with 1 level in Q for the fast clear with Machete. The early level ability order will actually be Q, W, E, R, but then we'll max them in the reverse order. So an easy way to remember it is level 1 through 4, the ability order will move from left to right, then after that we're going to max in order from right to left. In the early game you want to pick up your basic boots, Hunter's Potion, and Stalker's Blade for a total of 1200 gold. You can try to get that for your first recall. You always want to pick up a Cinder Hulk early, and then depending on the enemy team, whether it's mostly physical or mostly magic damage, you want to choose items for the situation. Some good armor options would include Ninja Tabby, Iceborne Gauntlet, Frozen Heart, Randuin's Omen, and Thorn Mail. Some good magic resist items would include Merc Treads, Wit's End, Abyssal Mask, Spirit Visage, and Adaptive Helm. But if the enemies are kind of balanced physical magic, you want to get some balanced armor magic resist, so a good option in that situation would be Zezerot Portal, Gargoyle, Locket of the Iron Solari, or Zeke's Convergence. For armor items, I usually go for the Iceborne Gauntlet first, or for magic resist items, I usually go for the Wit's End first. And I pretty much always go for the Zezerot Portal after that. For the runes, we're going to be using all attack speed quints, 2 attack speed reds, 7 attack damage reds, flat armor yellows, and scaling magic resist blues. For the masteries, 12-0-18, Courage of the Colossus gives us a shield when we engage with our bear stance. It's perfect for team fighting because the shield size scales with how many nearby enemy champions there are. We're taking Battle Trance in the Ferocity tree, and Natural Talent instead of Vampirism because we're not going to really be doing a lot of damage to lifesteal, and we're going to have enough healing from our turtle stance already. Alright guys, this is the game in ranked that got me promoted to Plat 4. And this game started out actually very bad for our team, but we were able to hold on and pull it back, and it ended up being a very good game. Starting level 1 Tiger, it's going to be the only level we take in Tiger Stance, so we can quickly take out this blue buff, take our level 2 Turtle Stance, and then kill the wolves and then to red buff. But the enemy jungler apparently stole my red buff. I can see that he has a red buff, so I'm going to go take his to get my level 3 Bear Stance, because I need to get my level 3 before I can gank anybody, so this is going to give me that. And then the early strength of Tiger Stance will hopefully help us get some easy kills before our first recall. The enemy jungler is here. He's only level 2 though, so I'm just going to engage on him and try to get a little bit of damage. Now I'm watching the timer around his feet so I can stun him again immediately. I don't want to attack without it being a stun because he might be able to get away after that. And TF's going to flash gold card and we get first blood for our mid laner. And our mid laner also got a red buff. Ping the enemy jungler flash on the scoreboard. We can also just take his raptors and leave one ward over here. Let's also leave our other ward over down here in this other bush. The enemy jungler's up in top lane, so I'm just going to steal these Krugs. Our bot lane dies, so I'm just going to run down there and take this free farm. Whenever somebody dies, there's always a bright side to it because you get to take all that money. Our first recall goal is 1200 gold, so we can get our basic boots, Hunter's Potion, and Stalker's Blade. So we have enough money to do that now. Let's just kill the Scuttle and recall. We'll also have enough money to grab a control ward. Go out to Raptors. Now we have level 4 Phoenix Stance, so we can quickly kill the Raptors by alternating Tiger and Phoenix Stance. Same for the Wolves and Krugs, just alternate Tiger and Phoenix Stance, and our Hunter's Potion will keep us full health without needing to use our Turtle Stance in the jungle. Our mid lane teleports down bot, and they get a kill on the enemy jungler. I'm going to leave a couple wards in top, and I'm going to put a control ward on our side, and I'm going to put it in the far corner of that bush, so it's a little bit harder for the enemy top laner to kill it. Then I can go take out my red buff, And since my mid laner is in base, I'm going to run down to mid lane, take a little bit of farm. The Mountain Drake is alive, and I could solo that at level 6. Let's first take out this blue buff, and then use this plant to sweep dragon and go for the dragon. For the ability order, just alternating between Tiger and Phoenix Dance, and using our Hunter's Potion, and we don't even need to use Turtle Stance in order to solo this dragon. Just 4 attacks between each ability activation for the maximum Tiger and Phoenix Dance procs. Then we'll just do a little bit of farming through the jungle, take 1 lap through, kill the Scuttle, Gromp, Wolves, and then Raptors. Let's try to help out this mid laner. Stun LeBlanc, switch to Tiger Stance, and then instantly Phoenix Stance as soon as possible. So usually it's Bear Stance, then 2 attacks in Tiger Stance, just because of the global cooldown prevents me from switching faster. It's not worth attacking 4 times in Tiger Stance because we only have 1 level in it, and by the time we switch to our Phoenix Stance, our attack speed boost would already be ending. So again, while my mid laner is dead, I'll just take a little bit of farm. I'll get a little bit of damage onto the tower. My bot lane's asking for help, but they're kind of pushed, so I don't really want to dive unnecessarily. Let's just take out these Krugs and then try again in a second. They engage with ults. So we got the Sona. Then I was just going to try to Bear Stance and then Phoenix Twitch and walk away, but I accidentally clicked on the tower. So that was awkward. Let's just heal up a little bit from the fruit. Now we got a pretty good amount of money, so it's probably a good time to recall. We can finish our Cinder Hulk, Merc Treads, and I'll grab 1 attack speed dagger that will eventually be built into a Wit's End. My team is non-stop arguing, so I just decided to mute the 2 guys that were arguing, the mid and ADC. You don't want to get involved, and you don't want to listen to that arguing, just mute them and focus on winning the game. So this is actually going to be an easy Rift Herald right now, just alternating Tiger and Phoenix Stance again. And again, we're going to have enough healing from Hunter's Potion to not even need to use Turtle Stance. Twisted Fate teleports down to bot lane to gank, so let's take this farm once again, get a little bit more damage onto the tower. LeBlanc's going to defend it, so let's go into the enemy jungle and steal something from there. Pretty fast, alternating Tiger and Phoenix Stance, the clear speed is great. That's the only reason why it's so good to have 1 level in Tiger Stance. You don't even need to use Tiger Stance at all in fights, you could actually just Bear Stance straight to Phoenix Stance. But I usually try to use it. It's plus 30% attack speed for 5 seconds at level 1Q. So we stole the enemy blue buff, and now let's try to gank bot lane because they're the only option at the moment. So let's run in behind them. The long way around the back. Stun the Sona first, followed up with the Nami ult, and she is dead. And we'll get the Twitch also. A lot of damage from Phoenix Stance. That's going to be a bot tower and another uncontested Mountain Drake because the jungler's up in top lane. If you want to heal up a little bit while you're farming Dragon or Rift Herald, you could use your Turtle Stance, but if you want a faster clear, just don't use Turtle Stance. We get the Chain CC, so much hard CC on that LeBlanc, and I'm going to try to trap this Ivern over here under tower so he can't get away, and we can eventually try to push in and kill him. But he flashes away, so that's okay. We got his flash. Let's ping that on the scoreboard. And let's go up to top lane to take out all this farm up here. The Fiora is pretty fed. Let's kill this ward. I know he's going to try to reflect my stun, so I'm waiting for him to use that before I stun him. Then 2 attacks in Tiger Stance and then straight to Phoenix Stance. But it does not look like we're going to be able to get this kill for now. Go back to base. That's another 3,000 gold. Wit's End complete. And now let's get a little bit of armor. We have just enough money to finish the Glacial Shroud. And since my Rift Herald is about ending, let's just activate this. They use their Icy Ghosts. We engage with ults. Chain CC again on the Sona. And then I'm just going to use my Chilling Smite on Twitch and Bear Stance, Tiger Stance. I'm just trying to keep up, I'm not trying to attack him at the moment, and then Phoenix Stance. So I just attacked the minimum amount of times in order to keep up. Once Bear Stance, once in Tiger Stance, and once in Phoenix Stance. That Rift Herald worked out a little bit better than I expected it to. But we're not going to get in Hip Tower just yet. Enemy Fiora is up here behind us. He gets away. Let's steal this red buff. Then these guys are in this bush, so I'm going to stun both these guys to engage. They're both pretty squishy. I just jump onto the support, and the support is dead. I'm trying to kill the AD carry also, but looks like I went a little bit too deep this time. That was a bad play. It wasn't terrible because it was 1-for-1, and we got their red buff, but still it was unnecessary. So we're going to pick up the Warden's Mail. Then looks like my team's going to kill this guy also. I'm going to respawn, run over to my red buff, and then while I'm waiting for a gank opportunity, just going to do a little bit of farming through the jungle from Raptors to Wolves to Gromp to Scuttle. And I decided to unmute my two teammates because I don't think they're arguing anymore, so looks like they're focused on winning. We get the Ash ult on the Sona. It's going to be a dead Sona. Fiora's a 1 versus 4. And we got her. It's going to be another gold card onto LeBlanc. Trying to catch up. I don't have smite for 2 seconds. We got a smite on that LeBlanc. Twisted Fate teleports in. He gets me that assist. Now let's go clear out these minions down here while my teammates take out a couple towers in top and mid. And then we're going to converge on this Fire Drake. Let's recall now. Pick up our Frozen Heart. And a Spectre's Cowl that's going to be for Spirit Visage. This is going to be a pretty big fight about to happen in mid lane. Ashe ults from across the map, and that is a lot of hard CC. So we got the enemy jungler. Let's just stay tightly grouped and try not to get caught out of position. Since we're the most tanky, we want to be in the front of the group, try to block skill shots, stun the enemies that get too close. We're pushing them back. Gonna pick on Sona and just dive in this LeBlanc. Huge amount of health from Colossus because 3 enemies are nearby. And we're just kind of steamrolling through these guys now. The game's not over quite yet. But we got the mid inhib, we got the LeBlanc. Kill a little bit more minions, but they're all about to spawn pretty soon. So let's not overstay. Let's ping Baron, head over there, use a sweeper as we go through the jungle. Use this plant also. And it looks clear, so let's grab this Baron real quick. The enemies are probably not going to contest this. Then we'll all recall. I'm going to sell my Hunter's Potion to make room for this Kindle Gem for the Spirit Visage. Give this blue buff over to my mid laner. And we're all going to run down to bot lane because we don't need to go mid now. We already got the inhibitor down. So I'm just going to pop Ghost straight onto this bot lane. I know I'm not going to die, so I just wanted to see if I could catch the Sona. Here comes the Ashe ult. Let's run up there. Let's stun these 2 guys as we walk past. And we just get this guy that got caught a little bit out of position in all that chaos. We can just run down to bot lane, push these minions. Fiora's still somewhere behind us, but we got super minions at their Nexus towers, and we're just going to easily be able to take out this tower down here. LeBlanc's just going to run away. She can stun me, but not do any damage really. We got the second inhibitor. Now we're just going to try to Baron push into the Nexus. Kill the towers very fast. Let's just dive in, take tower aggro for the team, stun a couple people, and that is going to be the end of this video, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you would like to see more videos like this one. Leave a comment if you have any questions about the build, and I will see you guys again soon.